The recording has now started.
Thank you, Henrik, and good morning to Henrik and Julian and Moses. Welcome, everybody. It's a beautiful day in Durban. I can see I've got a new student out here. I'm not sure where he's joining me from. Is that Julian from Saldanha Bay?
That's correct, sir. How are you
Hello,
doing?
Julian. Hello, Julian. How are you?
I'm good, and you, sir?
I'm excellent now that you've joined me from Saldanha Bay. Is that in the Cape somewhere?
Yes, that is on the West Coast.
Oh, and guess what? I'm on the East Coast. Yay. And I can see East Coast of South Africa. I'm in Durban. All right. I can just let me greet my regulars. Henrik is here. Moses is here. Hello, Henrik. Hello, Moses.
Hello, Mr. Governor.
How are you, Henrik?
Governor, how are you?
Hello, Moses.
Hello, Mr. Governor, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Now that you have joined me, I'm so happy. We've got a newcomer. Julian is joining us for the first time, but he follows us on our groups and our platforms. So I'm going to ask Julian to ask his question, all right? Okay? Julian, go for it. What's your question, Julian?
Okay, I'm having a challenge with exercise 24.1 in the study guide.
Yep.
Here, you should enter a set of numbers, and then the program should establish the highest of that array of numbers and put it to position 1. Now, I did try and do the exercise. I managed to get the program to establish the maximum number, or find the max number. But I am having a challenge with doing the swap.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Great, great. Thank you for that question. I noticed you posted in the WhatsApp group as well. So I'm sharing my screen right now, Julian. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's just to get to grips with what you are talking about. Is this the question that you have, exercise 24.1?
Yes, that's the one.
Great. So I'm going to pretend like I see it for the first time, all right? So it says, write a program that finds the greatest element in an array and swap this element with the first element of the array. Display the array before and after it has been changed. Note the program should not input the values. The array should be initialized with the following values. After swapping, it should look as follows. And then it says, well, sorry, Julian, it doesn't say anything about the maximum number.
Come again?
It doesn't say anything about the maximum number in the study guide or in the solutions.
Yeah, but if you see what it should do, they describe it, what it should do. Write the program that finds the greatest element.
Oh, so another word for greatest. Give me another word for greatest, because for me, great could be, I want a mathematical word for this.
I used maximum.
Maximum. So whoever wrote this question, maybe they should have used the word maximum there, right? I don't know what you would say. Henrik, what do you think? Henrik, Moses? Because
I would think maximum would be best.
Maximum, yeah, that means more, right? Henrik, thank you. So they want you to find the maximum number. And then they talked about swapping something, right? So swap basically means you are replacing one for the other. So if I have to understand this question, if I had to look at this 10, 3, 56, 7, 0, 5, 44, 99, 76, and 1, the maximum number from there is 99. Julian, do you grasp the concept of what they want you to find in this exercise?
Yes, I understand what they're asking.
Great. Now, a very important point to note, even in programming and anything that you do, Julian, I'm not sure if you're married or in a relationship, it's always nice to find out exactly what your spouse or your person or your significant other wants, right? So if they tell you get me a liter of milk, you must ask the question, is it full cream milk? Is it pasteurized milk? Is it whatever? So that's what I'm trying to determine in this example out here. Right, Julian? Julian, you with me?
Yes. I
Right.
understand.
So the important point in programming, you see, this module teaches you programming concepts. And one of the important outcome or objective is that you need to identify and understand what the question demands of you. So if you are you're in industry and you are a software developer, you need to find out from the customer exactly what they want. So number one, we found out the greatest element they're talking about is actually the maximum element that they want. And it's always nice, Julian, whenever you want to understand the program for yourself, is that you take a concrete example. There's a concrete example that you see before you. 10, 3, 56, 7, 0, 5, 44, 99, 76, and 1. These are all data elements. And they all are referenced by, here's this nice word that they talk about, an array. Okay, so quick revision. Moses, Hendrik, y'all were here last week and the week before. We spoke about an array. Give me a definition of an array.
Mr. Governor, would you like me to provide it?
Yes. Go for it, Hendrik.
Okay. A data structure that stores variables of the same type, multiple variables of the same type.
Correct. So, Julian, you heard what Hendrik said? He said it's a data structure, right? So this is a data structure. He said
Yes.
multiple, there's more than one. 10, 3, 56, 7, 0. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 elements. And he said they are all the same. All of them are integers. 10, 3, 56. See, so as you're looking at the example of data, you begin to pick out what you need to define in your program. Julian, you with me? Julian?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So then they talked about swapping the greatest with the last one. So they need to put it out here. So this is an example of what it is. So what I'm going to talk to you now is how you get this maximum. And Julian, this is called an algorithm or a recipe. Hendrik, hey, there's the recipe story here. Hendrik? Right?
Yes, indeed.
So I need to know, how do I determine the maximum number, right? And in programming, I've been doing this for a number of years. This is an algorithm where we kind of sort it out such that we get the highest number coming out. So what we tend to do is we tend to look at the first element in the array. We say, hey, that's 10. I need to determine if 10 is the largest number in this data structure, the array. And I will compare it. So I need to have something to compare it with, right? And very often we'll say, okay, I'm going to compare it to itself. Is 10 greater than 10? No, it's not. Okay, let's look at the next one. Is 10 greater than 3? Oh, yes, it is. Let's leave it alone. Then he says, is 10 more than 56, which is the third element? Julian, is 10 more than 56? Or greater?
Yes.
Right, it is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to store the greatest number as 56, the greatest number, or let's just say the maximum number, right? Now that we have 56, but from 10, 3, and 56 elements 0, 1, 2, we've got the maximum number. Now we look at the next one. Is 56 greater than 7? Julian?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to leave it alone. Is 56 greater than 0?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to leave it alone. Is 56 greater than 5?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to leave it alone. Is 56 greater than 44?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to leave it alone. Is 56 greater than 99?
No.
No! So now we're going to replace the maximum value that we had with 99. Now we're talking. Is 99 more than 76?
No.
No, so we're not going to do anything. Is 99 more than 1?
Yes.
Right, so we're happy with that. So now that you have an idea, Julian, of the algorithm, the way we are, when I say the algorithm, I mean the recipe of how we determine the largest number. We basically took this number and we compared it to something and we pulled it out to the end of it all, right? We got 99. We're going to implement that in C++ programming. And this is the algorithm that I have from the from your text. So Julian, I'm sharing my screen, and I'm now going to talk C++, right? So I'm going to talk C++. I'm taking out all the comments out here because I feel if programming is difficult, I mean, you should not have comments in there, but that's just a joke. So, Julian, what I'd also like to do is let me just try and put both the programs on screen. Right, so there's my, I'm splitting my screen. And you must learn to do this as well, Julian, when you are working, so that you can see the question and you can see the solution, right? So had we been a formal class, Julian, I would have taken you through a revision of array, one-dimensional array, go through that and, you know, lead up to defining the array, which I quickly did with Hendrik and with Moses, and we would have done it. So again, if we know the definition of the array, Julian, we'll know that an array has a finite number of elements. And that is why we're declaring n to be 10. Because I told you in this array, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's why I've got int const int n equals 10. Right? This is by definition. And
sorry, sir. I
yes.
have a question.
Sure. Please ask the questions.
What I read up is like the first digit or the first number in an array.
Yes.
Is known as 0, array 0.
Okay. Let me stop you before you go on, right?
Why are we using 10 and not 9?
Excellent, right? That's an excellent question, right? So by definition of an array and the way we programmers talk and count, we count from 0. That's just the way programmers count, right? And I also think it makes sense as well, Julian, because if there's nobody in the room and we want to tell someone, listen here, the room is empty. As a programmer or as a mathematician, Julian, we will say there are 0 people in the room. So an array is a variable that stores multiple elements, like Hendrik quite correctly pointed out. And for us to count, like I said, we programmers, we count from 0. We're going to say this is in position. It's actually position 1, but we, as the array, we are talking about an array index. It's index 0, 1, 2. Let me try and move this. I'm splitting my screen, Julian. I'm not sure if you can still see it. Can you? So 10 is in position array subscript 0. Array subscript 1 is 3. Array subscript 2 is 56. Array subscript 3 is 7. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how I get the position. It's actually the position of elements in the array. Okay, Julian?
Okay, I understand that, yes.
Right. But there's 10 elements in total. This is actually position 0, position 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a weird way, I know, how, but that's just programmers. We programmers, we try to find, difficult ways of doing things. But I think we are so clever. Not everybody can be programmers. What you say to that, Julian?
Programming is hard for me.
No, it's going to be easy. If you keep at it, it's going to be easy. All right. So if I look at the way it's being defined in line number 6, in line number 5, I'm declaring the number of elements in the array. This is 10. And whenever we're counting people, we always say there's 1 person, 2 person, 3 person. We never ever say there's a half a person or 2.5 person. So that's why we're talking about integers. In line number 6, I'm defining my array and I'm calling it numbers. And this square bracket, Hendrik, Moses, this is the hint that tells me that numbers is declared to be an array. Okay, Julian?
Yes, I'm still with you.
Right, great. And this curly bracket indicates that I am storing elements in there. A couple of weeks ago, we went and entered values into the array. Now, remember I told you, Julian, that I want to compare elements, you wanted me, your initial question was, or your query was, what's going on in this program? How do I get to understand the thing, right? You posted an attempt. That is why I go and look for the first element, and the first element is 10. And I'm storing that in max. I just decided to call it max. I could have called it anything I wanted to, right? But in programming, Julian, we always like to call it by some meaningful names, okay? If I wanted to, I could have called it Julian, right? Or I could have called it greatest, right? Yay, how's that, Julian? Ah, Julian.
I'm here. I'm looking.
Right, right. So we're calling it Julian, right? But I know it's meaningful to you, but right now we want to be programmed and we want to make it meaningful. We're calling it max. So maximum has the first element. Can you see it says 0? The 0 is not in the first position out there. The first position is data element 10. That is why over the last couple of weeks, whenever I spoke about an array, I always highlighted what is the definition of an array. I even posted that in the WhatsApp group today. I had a little poll that says an array is a data structure. Then I said it contains finite elements. And the next thing I'll ask you is, whether all the elements of the array are the same. So now max, Julian, has, if I had to say C out the value stored in max is, right? I'm just going to highlight something to you, right? I'm just gonna see what this runs. It's not gonna give me 0, it's gonna give me 10. So let's run this program, Julian. There we go. There we go. Can you see the first line? The value stored in max is 10. Julian, do you get that?
Yes, I do.
Right. So I know I'm taking on a bit of a long journey, but this is how I finish. Right. The value stored in numbers, this is how we talk in programming. Numbers subscript 0 is, let's put an inline there, and is numbers subscript 0. Let's see if it'll take that. All right, so watch this. Oh, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. It doesn't. Numbers, N-U-M-B-E-R-S, numbers. Sorry. All right. Julian, I tend to go a little bit faster because I only have an hour with you. If you feel I'm going too fast, you slow me down, right?
I'm good with this. I understand how to find the maximum number.
Right.
I'm struggling with swapping the positions. That's my challenge.
Okay, lovely. I hear you loud and clear. So when you say you're having an issue with swapping the values, that means to me as a teacher, you're telling me that, listen here, I don't quite grasp the concept of how elements are stored inside the array. Okay? Julian, bear with me for 5 more minutes. I promise I'll get to it, right? I'm just taking on a bit of a long journey. Julian, you with me?
Yes,
Julian?
yes, I'm here.
Right. So now you want to swap. Let's see, for instance, I want to swap. Right? You told me now you want to swap. You're having issues with swapping. So there's 2 things that's happening in this array. One, they're finding the maximum, and the other thing is they are swapping the thing around. So let me get straight to you now, right? I don't want you to I'm wasting your time. Now, Julian, if I want to swap these 2 elements, right? If I want to swap, I don't want to put, let me run the program again to show you that it is so. Can you see the value is 10 in array subscript 0, or the first position is that has the value 10. And if I want to swap this around, or I want to change that, that means I will say numbers subscript 0 is equal to, give me a number that you want to store in there, Julian. What day
27.
of the 7? Okay. Or what's your birth? In terms of your birth date.
24.
24, right? So let's store 24 in there, right? I want to store 24 in there. After I store 24, I want to see what's displayed. Right? Control V. I want to see what's stored in there. Let me run this program. Watch this. Can you see it says the value stored in max is 10. The value stored in number subscript 0 is 10. The value stored in number subscript. Oh, check this out. Can you see how I changed it?
Yes,
Julian?
yes,
Do you see?
yes,
Right?
I do.
Great. Now that I know that, watch this, Julian. So I know that the value stored in subscript 0 is 10, and the last element is 1. So this is position 9. Julian, do you get me, Julian? What I wanted. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me run the program. All right. I'm going to show you how we're going to sort numbers now, right? I'm going to sort numbers. Let's run this program. Julian, check it out, Julian.
Yes,
The value stored in you got that?
I got that, yes.
Great. Now, Julian, I'm going to swap it for you, right? I'm going to swap it. So by swapping it, I mean, this is what I'm going to do. Julian, I'm going to say numbers subscript 0 is equal, number subscript 0 is equal to numbers subscript 9. Julian, what will happen there, Julian?
Subscript 0 will be equal to 76, I believe.
Let's count it again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's the
One,
ninth
something.
position?
1.
Correct. So let's run this program now. Let's run this program. Numbers again. Oh, sorry. I always think it's number. Bold and run. Check it out. The value stored in number subscript 0 is 1. The value stored in number subscript 0 is also 1. Oops. Oh, check it out there, Julian. Right. Oh, it's fine. That's absolutely correct. So what I've done is I've swapped it. I've changed the value. But I also want to store number subscript 9 must take on the value of numbers subscript 0, correct? Julian?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But have you noticed in the previous example that it had 1? So it basically overwrote that. Right?
Yes.
Now, there's my solution to it. And this is a typical algorithm in terms of programming. In order to swap two elements, Julian, you need to keep a copy of one value, right? So I'm going to call this temp. Temp is equal to numbers subscript 0. Because I don't want to lose that value. You saw what happens when I assign something to an array element. Julian?
Yes.
It overwrote it because you must think of it. These are all memory locations. These are memory locations being stored. This is memory location position 0, memory location position 1, memory location position 2, memory location position 3, memory location position 4. Tell me when you get the picture. Memory location position 5, memory location position 6, memory 7, 9. Okay.
Okay, so I see what's happening here. You're making a temporary, or you're making temp equal to position or index 0.
Correct.
And you're gonna change index 0 to the value that's in index 9.
Correct.
And you would want to change index 9 to temp, or give it the value temp.
Well done. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about, right? So I feel that they kind of confuse the students with putting both in there, right? So let me go and now run it. So what's the issue here? Temp is equal to numbers, right? So watch this, Julian. Aha, check it out.
Yeah.
The value stored in number subscript 0 is 1. Oh, I must just change the wording there, right? Let's just change the wording there. All right, the value stored in number subscript 9. Let's just run this. Julian, watch this, Julian. And this is my aha moment. Can you see that, Julian?
Okay.
All right, so I swapped it around. And this is called a swap. It's used in the bubble sort and the shuttle sort, where it's an algorithm. Think of it as your mathematical formula or like theorem of Pythagoras. The square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. This is an algorithm. In order to swap two elements of an array, or even if it's two variables, you've got to store it temporarily in another variable. This is a typical exam question. Over the years, it came out. Past years. All right, that's why I spent a little extra time with you over here.
Okay. Now I think with some new light shade here, I'm gonna give it a go again, and then I'll let you know if I got it right.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. So I'm gonna post this in our group and I'm gonna say this is for Julian, right? So there we go. Julian, new. And, right. So I'm gonna and you'll understand it. And I deliberately do this with my students. Let's just open my right. So Julian, hopefully you got to grasp the concept of swapping two elements in an array, right?
Yes. I have a better understanding now with how to go around with the swapping of elements. Thank you, Mr. Governor.
No, you're more than welcome, right? That's and I hope I spent about 20 minutes on this thing because you must remember I like to give it a go where I I don't just teach you that, I give you a concept of what's going on there, right? So for Julian, Julian, you better put a thumbs up on that one there, right, Julian?
Yeah, will do.
Julian, on the WhatsApp, put a thumbs up, okay? Oh, you did it! Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you. I hope I answered your question. I know it took me about 20 minutes to get there, but if you understand what I've been talking about, hopefully I communicated it to you quite with a nice way, succinctly.
I actually now I understand what's happening in the algorithm. I couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't figure that out. But thank you, Mr. Governor.
You're welcome. You're more than welcome, right? Okay, so let's go on. Is there any other questions that anyone has? Like struct or something like that? Somebody was asking me for last week. Henrik, Moses?
No, I think I'm all right, Mr. Governor.
Okay. Moses, how are you?
I'm doing fine. So, what I have for you today is, let's say, let me just copy this code here and.
Oh, no, don't copy it. We work with technology. Let's go to online GDB. I'm gonna copy this thing here. Create a new project. No, don't copy the code. Today I'm talking about online GDB. I'll just give you the link and you'll have it with me, right? No, you don't copy code from me. We do things technologically advanced. We are, right? So there's it out here. Control A, Control C. You want to copy the code?
Should I go to?
No, I'm gonna give you the link now. I'm gonna give you the link now, right? And let me tell you something else. When you're doing programming, you just do one thing at a time, right? Don't confuse things and put in other stuff and everything. That's when you tend to get a little confused, right?
Okay.
Right. So I love this with Beautify. Look at this, Moses. Check it out here. Click on the Beautify button. Yay! It makes it so beautiful.
I can see there.
Yeah, let's just run the program quickly and let's see it works. Yay, it works. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this with you. I just click on the share button on the top and I copy that there, Control C, and I'm going to go to my WhatsApp and I'm going to paste it. For Moses, click on that link on your WhatsApp, Moses.
Okay, let me just do so, sir. So you're no longer using the Replit.
Yeah, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to do that too. We'll use Replit. Don't worry.
Okay, I just got it there. Then what do I do now from now?
There we go. You got it. Well
Yes, I
done.
got it.
You see, remember I told you programmers tend to find a more difficult way of doing things, a more complicated way, Moses.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there we go. I just complicated a little bit for you. But where it'll be no fun in you just copying and pasting it, right? You copy, paste it, use online GDB, use WhatsApp, use code blocks, all of that. Aren't we clever students, Moses? Okay. All right.
Yes, we
So
are. Yeah, definitely.
we sure are. We sure are. Right? So, Julian, are you happy with that? You don't want me to go through the maximum part of it or anything of that sort?
Yes, I'm happy. I'm more than happy.
Okay, great.
I
So what
would
I'm going to
able
do,
to complete it.
I'm happy. I'm happy that you're happy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk about this thing called struct. And let's open up a new page. It's like a new canvas. And I'll show you how you'll get to understand the definition of an array even greater. Moses, Hendrik, anybody else? Are you okay with me going to structs?
My question, sir, was
Yeah.
I see what you have done with Julian about the arrays and Max. I wanted to take you back a bit. I'm lost on this int max equals to numbers, then open bracket, like curly bracket 0. Like,
Okay.
can you
Okay.
take me a bit back?
Yes. Sure. Thank you for asking the question. Okay. You know what? I lost that example. I know I posted it in the WhatsApp group. Let me go and get it from there. I did it with Julian. Right. Okay. So
I just posted something as well.
Sure. Thank you for that question, Moses. So
There's something I sent to on WhatsApp now.
yeah, okay.
Let's say I wanna add that in the maximum. How do I go about?
Okay.
I wanna know.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So let's just so Julian said he understood how to get the maximum. He didn't understand how to swap the two. Remember, I told you in the beginning, you always need to find out exactly what you are doing so that you can work out what you need to get the answer to, right? So if you're talking
Yes.
about your parents or your mom or dad said, listen, go to the shop and buy milk. You need to be specific. Do you need 1 liter of milk, 2 liters of milk, fresh milk, steri milk, pasteurized milk, long life milk, or whatever? So you as a programmer, you need to ask the client, what is it that you want? So I'm your client and you're asking me and you say, listen here, you want to swap two numbers. And the way I say I'm swapping two numbers is if I have one number with me and I try to go and get and compare it to the others and get the maximum value, right? Remember in the beginning of this lesson, we said the word greatest versus max. Okay, Moses?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So now, in order to do that, Moses, I went and assigned numbers subscript 0 to the maximum value, right? So I said
Yes.
10 is going to be stored in maximum. Okay, Moses?
Yes.
Right. And then I used, yes, Moses?
Can I step in? I wanted you to use this program that I'm using right now to make it simple, because of this one, it's already, the max is already there. I wanted us to continue from the one I just sent on the WhatsApp. Just go on the WhatsApp.
Oh, you want to go to the WhatsApp? Okay, let me go to WhatsApp. Right. Oh, is this Moscow? Is this your
Yes,
program?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to copy that. Okay, and let's open up code blocks. Control A, delete that, Control V. Okay, right. So What's your query over here, Moses?
My question is that, okay, as you can see, I used the variable double so that like it can store the decimals, right?
Right.
Yes, so I wanted to know, let's say I want to get the maximum as Julian did. Where and how do I add that maximum?
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
No. Interrupt. Please, Julian, this is where we are. The whole purpose of Saturday morning is for us to talk. Interrupt anytime you want. Yes, Julian.
The way I found my max was I didn't do the same as Mr. Governor did to find the max, but I used a function.
Yes.
I used a function and then I would return the max number.
Perfect.
That was my method.
Perfect. Now, remember earlier on you told me that, Julian, that you didn't understand functions very well. If you are using a function called max, that means you understand functions.
Yeah, but I
Julian.
still get confused, man. I still get confused with the void and the return part. That it takes time for me to. I must go back to everything and so on and so on. But
Yeah, no. That's programming for you. Like I said, it's not for the faint-hearted. Not everybody can be programmers, okay, Julian? But if you are using max to get it well and good, this is excellent. Let me tell you something about programming, and I've been doing it for a number of years. Programming is like traveling from Durban to Saldanha Bay, right? In Western Cape. I can take the train, I can take a car, I can fly, but I'm ultimately going to reach you right in Saldanha Bay. So if you took a function called max and worked out the maximum, but that's well and good. It's like you took the plane. When I went and swapped two values along, it's like I took the train to come to you. It's a little longer, but I got there. Okay, Julian?
okay,
You get my analogy?
Yes.
Right. Now, Moses has asked me a question now, and he says, listen here, he wants to find the maximum over here, right? Let me go and compile this program. Let me run the program and say, is it working? Oh, well done, it's working. Right, Moses?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now, Moses, now that it's working, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the algorithm that Julian sent me, right? The algorithm. There's the algorithm that Julian sent me. And remember out here, I said, you need to store the first value, put it the maximum, all of that goes with it.
Yes.
Right? So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this algorithm. I'm going to copy this algorithm into code blocks, and I'm not going to change anything with you. I'm going to make that a comment statement there. And there it is, right? Right, so that I have it on the top. So let me see what has happened here in this program. In this program, I went and stored the first element in a variable called max. Moses, you with me?
Yes, I'm still with you, Mr. Governor.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this, edit, copy the algorithm. Right. So on the algorithm, I'm copying it here. Control V. Right. You did a bit of a long way of storing elements in the array. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. There is a shorter method of doing it, but it's like you took the train. You took the bicycle from here to Saldanha Bay. I'm joking. You took a slow car, a motorcycle, right? And there's another way of doing it is taking the plane. This is where I miss face-to-face. That was supposed to have been a computer joke, but Moses is not laughing. Julian is not laughing. Henry is not laughing. All right. So it's not the numbers anymore. It's rainfall, right? Because that's the name of the array. So maximum stores 1.1 right now. Okay?
Yes.
Right? Then it said, now that it stored that, it said, I need to go and use this algorithm. There's the algorithm out here. I'm going to say copy that. This is an algorithm. This is how we program as well. We don't start from scratch. We use other people's work, right? Control V. I don't need index anymore. I don't need index because index was just getting me the placeholder of where it was. But this is an algorithm. So this is what happens here in the algorithm. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about rainfall. Right? So Moses,
Yes.
this is what happens over here. It starts comparing every element and determines which one is the maximum element. So this is the loop. The loop runs from for I equals 1, I less than n. Because you must remember, we already started, we checked the first value, right?
Yes.
So rainfall subscript 1, is it more than rainfall subscript? 0, is it more than the position? So we're going to look, and ultimately we're going to come out with the maximum value, because this is what we do, right? This is the algorithm.
Yes.
Now, let me see. I've done all of that. And I'm going to see out the maximum rainfall is max, right? Let's see if it works, right? Because I know this program works. We did it just now. And Julian asked me how to swap it. We didn't do the swapping over here. We just did the maximum error, right? So now it's all a common statement. Let me hope and pray that it works. Let's run the program. Does it run for n is equal to 5? You are using 5, right? So it's 5. 5 elements there. Double rainfall, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there. Julian, can you check it out over here, Julian, where I used the SHIVAR. Right. So, Julian, you can
Yes.
you check it? Rainfall 0, rainfall 1, rainfall 2, rainfall 3, rainfall 4. Right? Okay, let's just run this program. Let me see how I did. Oh, max wasn't declared. Max wasn't declared. Is that the error? Is that the error? Numbers was not declared. Oh, it's not numbers, it's rainfall. Sorry. The name of the array is rainfall. Right? Rainfall. Let's go and compile it again. Hey, 0 error, 0 warnings. Let me run the program. And yay! Check it out. Check it out. Moses.
Yes, I can see. The only mistake I see you have done is that it took it as an integer, not as a.
Oh, nitpick.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I can sort that out for you. No problem. Okay. I get it. You know why I did that? Yeah. Tell me, Moses. That was a joke, Moses.
So you're supposed to say double. Yes.
Yeah, I'm supposed to say double. Thank you, Moses. Let's run the program again.
6 point. It must.
Run the program. There we go.
Yes.
Right? Now,
Yes.
now it so happens, Moses, the way you wrote your program, it's running in that order, right? So I'm just going to
Yes.
change this thing a little bit. I'm going to make this 1.5. This is 10. Your test data is 6 and 100. And right, Moses, you see my test data, Moses?
Yes.
Right. So when you are a programmer, and I'm teaching you skills now for programming, you need to have
Yes.
test data that is, it's not in order. It has up, whatever, right? It's chops and changes so that when you're running a program, you see that it works. So let's run the program. Yay! Look at that, Moses.
Yes.
Can you see my program works, even though it was in position 1, 2, 3, 4? Position 3, right? No,
Yes.
1, 2, 3, right. Moses, I took Julian's program. Julian, I hope you don't mind. I copied your program, Julian. Julian, you don't mind. Julian, are you here with me, Julian?
Yes, I said I don't mind.
Oh, you don't mind. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. Yeah, right. Thank you. So I took Julian's algorithm. This is his algorithm. This was Julian's algorithm that he posted in WhatsApp. All right?
Yes.
And I know Julian got it from the study guide. And I used it for you. Now, this is where you become a programmer. Right? This is a strategy of working with a program. Moses,
Yes, Mr. Governor.
you okay? You with me?
Yes, I'm still with you.
You happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
Right. Now, Moses,
heard-
this is what I'm going to do, Moses.
Yes.
I want to find the minimum rainfall. Right? The maximum is 100.5. Oh my God, that's a lot. 105 millimeters, right?
Yes.
I'm changing the question a little bit, right?
Yes.
Hendrik, wouldn't you like to find out the minimum rainfall as well, Hendrik?
I suppose so. They'll make a nice change.
Yeah, that'll make a nice change, right? Now watch how easy it is. All I gotta do is where I have the word max, I'm gonna have the word minimum, right? Let's call it minimum. And then I'm gonna call it, instead of having minimum over here, minimum, and watch the only change that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna turn that around. And I can't say maximum anymore. Minimum is minimum. Let's see if this works. Oops. minimum. Compile that and run it. Check it out, Moses.
Yes, Mr. Governor.
Come on. Oh, okay. I know what you're going to tell me now. Find a fault over there. Find a fault, Moses. Find a fault. Moses, what's the error there?
The minimum rainfall is 1.5.
Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct.
But I can find an error over there. Anybody can see that? Julian, Henrik?
I don't see an error.
You're too kind, Julian.
Spelling.
Yeah. Let me put
Yes,
the
yes.
camera on.
Instead of
Yay! I made a mistake
minimum.
just to see who's paying attention. Moses, you weren't paying attention, Moses. Okay, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Moses.
I was kind of lost there. Sir.
Okay. Let me correct that for you now, right? Let me just correct that for you. M-I-N.
Yes.
Julian. Did I correct the error, Julian?
Yes. Yeah.
You got the joke. Thank you. But does it work now, Julian?
As long as it's working. That's all that matters.
Thank you very much. As long as it's working. See, spoken like a true programmer. We programmers don't worry about spelling mistakes like that minimum and minimum and all that thing, right? Maybe you can say mini dad rainfall, right? But as long as it's working, I'm so happy with that, right? So let's just copy this and post it into our I hope you guys would get to Control A, Control C in our WhatsApp group. I'm going to post it there. And I'm going to say this is for Control V for Moses and Julian and Henry. Right? Okay. What do you think of that? Well, hopefully I gave you all a strategy of how you take whatever program you did. But we took Julian's program anyway. And maybe you can write this a little bit, easier. Rainfall. You see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we can use it like the way Julian had it, right? Number substitute T is equal to like that. What do you say to that, Moses?
Yes, as you said that you wanted to show me how to make it simpler.
Yeah, right. So this is how you do it. So we put it over there. See, this is how Julian wrote his thingy, right? So you're going to say, you're going to make this double.
Yes.
Double, and I'm looking right on the top, just above me, it says rainfall, RAINFALL. And what I'm going to have over there, 5, and I'm going to say 6.1. Oopsie. 6.1. Call it out for me there, Moses.
2.4,
Yeah,
10.4,
yeah.
100.5, 1.5.
100.5, and I don't know about you, but I like to have it like this. It's just easier to work with. You're also right. I'm just thinking out loud. Which one would you prefer?
Yes.
Hmm? As long, like Julian said, as long as we get the answer. Julian,
I prefer the one you just showed me out just to save time.
Julian, which one you like, Julian? Your way of doing it or writing it out, or Moses' long way of writing it out?
I would use Moses's way while I'm busy with the program, so it will be easier to identify the indexes.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, I would finish it off the way I
Okay.
did it.
Okay, okay. You too kind, Julian. Moses, what a nice classmate you got, Moses. Check how he's using you and all. Some people would be just outright and say, no, 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 don't use the way Moses did it. Okay, right? It's two different methods of reaching the same outcome at the end of it all.
Just a little bit.
You okay? All
Yes,
right.
I'm okay. Thanks, Mr. Governor.
Right. So now that you've done it like this, maybe you'll want to use, instead of rainfall, maybe we'll use temperature, right? Then we can have negative values. I'm just for fun, right? Just to have some fun. I got 7 more minutes. So I'm temperature, Temperatu, temperatures, right? Temperatu. Is that correct spelling? I hope so. Temperatu, temperatures. Right? So bear with me for a few seconds. Yeah, I can't say rainfall is minus. Temperatures. Temperatures. Tempera. Ah, thank you, code blocks. Temper. Ah, thank you, code blocks. Ah, oh, okay, I know what I'm going to do right now. So check here now, Moses. We are in the North Pole, right? Moses?
Yes, Mr. Governor.
Yeah, we're in the North Pole. I'm changing it to minus 16. Minus 2. Oh, this is it can't be 100 degrees Celsius. Right. So what's the minimum temperature here, Moses?
The minimum, it must be negative 16.
Yeah. Run the program. Yay! Moses. Am I right, Moses? Is there an error?
There's no error here.
No error. Julian.
There is error.
Oh, who said that? Who said that?
It's me on rainfall, minimum rainfall. It was supposed to be minimum temperature.
Temperatures.
Moses, you're not paying attention, Moses. You see. Hey, the ladies that had to out there. I missed the name. What's the name there?
Skitumetse.
Yay, Kitsumitsi. Oh, let me look at the participants. It's Kitsumitsi. Yay, thank you. Well done. Right? Ah, she's only paying attention. Moses, it's not rainfall, Moses. How can rainfall be negative?
Temperature.
Right. So let's just copy that program, post it for the students as well. Right. So copy that and right. Okay. Right. For how you pronounce your thanks to which student found the error there? It's Keitumetse. Keitumetse. Keitmuse. Right? Kimitsu, thank you very much for that, for finding the error there. All right, 3 more minutes. Today I was, oh, there's a question. Hendrik, you forgot to check the question. Can I be added to the WhatsApp group? Hendrik, will you do that for me, please? The student wants to be
I'll
added
give
to
it
the WhatsApp group.
Okay, Mr. Governor, I'll deal with that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right. Okay. Today we were supposed to start structs again. We couldn't start structs because Julian had a question, Moses had a question. But Julian, I hope you enjoyed it. You learned something new. You learned about temperature as well. And you learned about minimum. Julian. Ah, man, Julian, I lost you.
I am here, sir.
Okay.
I am here.
Julian, did you learn something in the last 50 minutes?
Yes, I did.
Excellent.
I got the algorithm for minimum
You
now.
learned an algorithm. That's a nice word you're using, an algorithm, right? Henrik, same thing, recipe. Okay, you learned a recipe, and hopefully gave you
Yes,
a
indeed, Mr.
strategy.
Governor.
Yep. And I helped Moses as well. Moses had an issue about rainfall. I don't know why he's thinking about rainfall. Is it raining by you, Moses?
No, it's not raining, so it's
Oh, okay.
practice.
But you figured an algorithm, right? We did some brain exercises today. I don't know about you, but
Yes.
I'm feeling nice and happy. Yay. Okay, can we call it a day? It's 12:58, and if there's no more questions regarding Julian's maximum, minimum, we'll call it a day. Can we take our class photograph? Hello. Hey, check it out. Hendrik, thank you for the clap, Hendrik. Let's take our class photo. Julian, you want to put your camera on? We normally do a class photo at the end of it all, Julian. Yay! Let me see Julian there. Let me look carefully. Where's Julian? Julian. Hey, Julian's got a hoodie on. Okay. It must be cold out there, Julian. Okay. Are you ready, Lawazi? Put your camera on. Okay. Let's get ready to smile. Oopsie. Let me do it again. Where's this thingy now? And get ready to smile. Oh man, I'm not getting it right. Oh, I cannot minimize the Zoom session, okay? And mute. Ta-da! Right. Thank you, class photograph. And let's post that in our WhatsApp group. Thank you. Right. Make sure you like our class photograph. Put a tick out there, okay? Okay, everybody. Can we call it a day?
Thank you, sir.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you.
Julian. I hope I took you on a long journey, but at least you got to grasp some concept or two, right? If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me in the WhatsApp group or WhatsApp me or email me, and we'll take it from there. Going once,
Please
going
don't-
twice. Anybody with a question?
Don't forget to add me on the WhatsApp group.
Okay, Hendrik is going to do that. Who was that spoke? Vincent Langa.
Yeah.
Mr. Langa?
Yes.
Why you didn't join us in the WhatsApp group? So long we talk, we chat, we post pictures and everything. You better make up, right?
It's the second time I'm asking.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Langa. You know what?
Yeah.
Hendrik is the administrator. We gotta take it up with Hendrik.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, but I'm gonna post it as well on the. You've got my number, Mr. Langa. Just send me a WhatsApp message and I'll do it as well, right? But Hendrik generally does it sharp.
All right, no problem.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions, queries? Quickly ask once, answer twice. Going. Stop the recording.